Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health, your fitness, your body, your mindset from where you are right now to being unstoppable. And today you've caught me in the mobile studio in the car as I travel to pick up my kids from school. My schedule is so full today that I don't have any other time until late tonight to record this session. I wanted to get it to you earlier, so I apologise if there's any background noise and car noise coming through. Today I want to talk to you about removing the safety net. We go through life often with this safety net, and what do I mean by that? Well, I think one of the reasons that I am not further along in my business than where I am is because I used to have this safety net of my employment. So when I was working for someone else, and I did that for 19 years. And I guess a part of that journey was trying to work out, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? What's my life's purpose? And I thought it was going to be in the accounting field, but it didn't thrive me, it didn't excite me. And I thought, man, I can't keep doing this. And in 2007, I made up my mind that I wanted to get a further qualification, and my plan was actually to leave in 2013 my full-time job and move over to do what I do now, but only do it in a part-time type of capacity. And after I got qualified, I realized, that was in 2009, I realized that I was ready. I was ready now to do this. But for a while, what stopped me from making that big jump to say, well, I'm going to leave this high six-figure paying income to nothing and have to do it for myself was the fact that, well, hang on this side, on the left-hand side, I've got this stable job, employment, prospect of further promotion, or I can go and do what I love. Even though this one on the left doesn't thrive me and excite me, it's stable, it's there, I could stay there probably forever. I thought, no, I didn't want to live like that. I didn't want to go through my life thinking, what if I did this? What were the opportunities? What would happen? What other part of me would open up as a part of stepping into that process of running my own business and taking extra responsibility on and putting myself in a position where I wasn't dependent on someone else to determine my wage, and having that carrot in front that said, well, my return here is going to be as a result of the direct inputs that I put into this business. So I got to the stage where I said, no, I'm going to throw away that safety net of my employment and I'm just going to do this full on. I'm going all in with this. And that's what I did. And what do when you first start out? You make mistakes. And can you think of a time in your life where you've wanted to do something and you've wanted to do it really well, and because you're really passionate about doing it and you stuffed it up? I'm sure you can think of moments like that. Now, did you learn from those stuff-ups? And I think all of us would say, yeah, we've messed up more than once in our life, different things, hopefully not messing up the same thing over and over, because that's just a sign of stupidity. But we'll continue to make mistakes. I'll continue to make mistakes. But it's about learning from those mistakes that makes it really important. And me now, having done what I do for now 13 years full-time, having to earn my income, having to not rely on anyone else, but purely from my own inputs, then that's really powerful, isn't it? And those of you that are successfully running your own businesses out there, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I tell you, there was another safety net that I had in place, and that was in my marriage. And so my grand plan, our grand plan as a family was, we were both accountants. My ex-wife, she's still an accountant, but our plan was to scale back, me to do the business part-time, increase our lifestyle, I suppose, without having more free time to do some other things, and my ex-wife for her to wind back some of her hours as well. Because we were on track to have more money than we'd ever know what to do with through our investments and everything, we thought, why keep working ourselves into the ground and not doing some of those other things that we wanted to do, like individually and together? And so making the first step was me changing careers and really enjoying that. And then what I'd realised in that process was that I really wasn't fulfilled in my marriage. And I won't go through all the details of that, because the point is that I was hanging on to the marriage for probably about 6.5 years because of that fear of what if. You know, we're comfortable financially, and gosh, if we got divorced, what would that mean? It would mean we have to split everything up. Not to mention the impact on the children, but financially. And so I stayed for longer because I thought, well, that's my safety net. I don't have to work as hard. I didn't want to have to work hard. That was the bottom line. I thought, I'm smart. I can just do these things. I can, maybe work 3 days out of the 5 and, make the income that I want to, and we'll be happy. We'll, still do really well financially. So I left it there as a safety net. Now, even as I say this out loud, you can think, oh, well, geez, that's not a really serious commitment to, the business and what it is that you want to do. And that's exactly right. It wasn't. Because I wanted to do it the easy way. Not necessarily the right way, but I thought it was the right way at that time. But I wanted to do it for the way that I thought was easy and to give me the lifestyle that I wanted. Now, as I went through that, and I removed the safety net, and I became divorced, and we still get on really well. You can listen to other podcasts where I talk about relationships and stuff, but we still get on beautifully well for the kids and for each other. But the point is that I took that safety net away, and what did that do? Well, all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, I had to not only earn all of my income myself based on all my efforts. I had to pay off my mortgage. I had to support 2 children, or half of 2 children if you like, and still be able to achieve the things in life that I wanted to achieve. And I can tell you that I beat myself up for a long time because I played a victim in saying that this isn't fair, that I have to work hard to do those things that I want to do, because our plan was to do this together and me not work as hard and my ex-wife not to work as hard so that we could have everything that we wanted. Again, it doesn't make sense. It sounds silly when you say it out loud, but that was my mindset. That was the story that I told myself. And then I realized that, hang on, the reason that you are not further along is because you keep telling yourself that story. You need to change your tune, man. And that's what I did. I knuckled down. And now I work harder than I've ever worked before. And I don't regret anything. I make more money now than I've ever made before. And it's all off my own back. No one else. It's all off my own. And yes, I have coaches that help me and direct me, guide me, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm the one that's doing the work. I'm the one that's coming up with the campaigns and the driving everything to keep that funnel of people keep on trickling in or flooding in on certain times of the day, week, year. And that is really exciting. So in removing the safety net, many areas of my life have just opened up because it's forced me to. Let's think, when I think about a safety net, I think about a trapeze, somebody swinging on the trapeze. Now, if you're on the trapeze and you're going from one to the other, and if you've got a safety net, automatically you know, well, if I don't make it, I will be okay. So are you necessarily going to be 100% focused and dedicated and committed to catching that bar? And say, well, no, because if I miss it, I've got the net underneath me to catch me and I'm not going to be injured. But if you knew that there was no safety net there, and if you didn't catch that bar, you were going to die or be incredibly seriously injured, then that changes things for you, doesn't it? That makes you focus more. That makes you practice harder. It makes you work harder so that when the safety net's gone, you know you're going to make that catch of that bar. And that's what I had to do. As soon as I took that away, everything changed for me. Relationships changed. The way that I looked at relationships, all sorts of relationships. The way that I looked at money. The way that I looked at my business. The way that I started looking at myself in the mirror. I held the mirror up to myself and said, "Who are you? You sound like a whiny little 2-year-old. And it's time to change that, because of course I didn't want to be like that. And even though on one hand I told myself that I'm all of these great people, on the other hand, when I broke down my individual actions and what I was doing, that said to me, hang on, you are not living the life that you talk. And you need to change that, because if you want all these things in your life, if you want to be this great person, if you want to be able to help people in the way that you say you want to help people, if you want to live the life that you want, if you want to be successful, if you still want to achieve all the dreams that you had created or thought that you'd accomplish with my ex-wife, how do you still create the level of income and the drive and the dreams that you created with her, but you've got to do it by yourself? And not about finding a partner to replace them and replace that income and have a 2-household income, to be happy and content in the person that you are and do it by yourself. And not relying on an employer to do it. Not saying, well, things are so tough, I'm not making a go of it, I'm going to go back to an employer paying job so that I don't have to work so hard, or I don't have to do it this way. No, I said, keep the pressure on. Find a way to do it without the safety net. Which, if you've listened to me before talk about this, I've said one of the first steps that I took when I became a business owner was to resign from the Institute of Chartered Accountants, because I'm a chartered accountant and I knew that there was something in my mind. I think I recorded a podcast called Burn the Boats. And I said, if I keep hanging on to that membership, that was kind of this thing that, well, if things don't work out, I'll go back and do that. So that was my burning the boats and saying, I'm not going to hang on to that safety net. It's gone. It's all in to this. I'm going to devote everything that I've got to this business and to what it is that I want to achieve and to work on my goals, because there's no turning back. And I know that the growth of me is in the pain that I was going through by not having that safety net there. And yes, sometimes you might fall. You can't go through life thinking you're not going to fall. You are going to fall. But what happens? You get back up because you know you need to. You brush it off. You get some more skills. You get some more knowledge. You get some more coaching. You work harder. You sleep less. You get it done. You be more consistent. You just do more. You be more to get more. And it's taken me, I would say, a decade to work all of that stuff out. And now I reap the fruits of all of that hard work. I have people coming to me every week, new people. Right now is the busiest I've ever been in my life. I have more clients than I've ever had before. And it feels good in knowing that the marketing that I do is really just happening through Google. It happens through reviews. It happens through my podcast. It happens through just Google searches. I've been doing what I do in my area for the longest of anyone. My websites stand out from anyone else's, and that attracts the people that I want to work with. And that makes life really exciting. And knowing that when I started, no one just came. No one. But now they do. Because I've worked hard, I've done all the things, and it doesn't mean I can stop, but it means they become easier now because I'm so rehearsed with these things. And yeah, it's not that there aren't challenges. There are still many challenges, and things change on a daily basis and all of that. But that's just all part of the journey. My message here for you today is, what safety net is underneath you right now? And how are you conducting yourself as a result of that safety net? And I want you to imagine what could happen for you if you took that safety net away. And sometimes you don't know. I told myself this: I don't know what things are going to look like for me. I don't know what life is going to look like for me when I take away the safety net of my employment, when I take away the safety net of my marriage, when I take away the safety net of relying on other people for extra income coming into the house if I don't make sufficient to reach my goals. And like I say, it took me 10 years to work out that you've got to stop thinking about other people helping you out by doing these things, and you've just got to do it all yourself. And for me, anything that I've got in my life, I feel like I've had to work harder than the people around me. And is that harsh? Is that unfair? I don't know. But it's my deal, my lot in life. And I know that when I've done the work, I've gotten the mental toughness, growth through it. I've grown enormously, and I've become a much better person as a result of it. And that's what I want in life. I want to become a better person so that I can better serve all the people around me, including myself. And sometimes it's a slow journey. I mean, it took me 10 years. Maybe it would take you 5 years. Maybe it would take you 12 months, a few months. For me, it took me 10 years to be able to do it. And now things are working like a well-oiled vegan sausage machine. So I want you to have a look at what's your safety net and how do you remove it? Well, you remove it just like ripping off a Band-Aid, but I want you to define your safety net and get it out of there. And you just watch how much you change. And I know I didn't know how much I was going to change, like I said. But when I look back and I can see how much I changed and who I've become along that change journey, wow, that is amazing. It really is. It's such a beautiful gift to give to yourself. Now, is it going to be pain-free? Absolutely not. There's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot that goes on to get you from where you are right now to where it is that you want to get to. You're going to have to go through that. But if you absolutely love what you do and you're passionate about what you do, then you'll do it. You'll just do it because you know that no matter what, you'll find a pathway to do it. You cannot fail. It's an exciting process. So if you need my help, if you want to connect with me, go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com. Opt in for your free consultation there. And also, please, go to Studios, that's STUDIOZPT, as in personaltraining.com.au. Please go to our program section of the website and have a look at our shop and have a look at our programs. I mean, I've got some awesome programs in there that are a very small investment to help you get your life moving, help you get your health, fitness, body moving, but also change the other aspects of your life too. Check out our Awaken the Sexy Within online program. I tell you that I'm getting such awesome results with that program. If you want to spend less than that, you can grab a copy of Awaken the Sexy Within. And then, of course, we've got our coaching programs in there as well. Check them out if you want to have a consultation to talk through what's right for you. I'd love to connect. Have a great day. Stay safe wherever you are. I'll see you soon.